Our Dungeon Master of the tip is no Nat 20 auto successes. Set a DC. So no roll in your game should ever require a natural 20. This is an easy trap for new and veteran Dungeon Masters to fall into. There is a reason why natural 20s are only successful auto successes on attack rolls. So let's delve into some examples. So,
yep. And we do want to reiterate that that is the only time a Nat 20 is a natural success is with rules as written.
Yes. Your PCs want to do something, and you think to yourself, that's nearly impossible. The only way you're going to manage that is if you get a Nat 20. Fight the urge to do this. Instead, set a difficulty class. The reason for this is simple. As awesome as a Nat 20 is, they are completely random.
Yep.
Your player's influence is minimal when the dice roll. This essentially takes away player choice, and we can do better than that. So, for example, no matter how many stats, features, and feats a rogue takes to pump into their stealth, a warlock is just as likely to roll a Nat 20 in the same situation. Would you guys agree?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, in this example, let's make it outrageous. Let's say the DC is a 35 stealth check to make it past the Watchful Beholder. With a level 5 rogue that has expertise, we can easily attain a plus 11 to their bonus to stealth. So we're already off to a pretty great start, but that only brings us with a Nat 20 up to what? 31, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, they're still not really going to get it, right? But wait, the other players have a few ideas. The cleric prays to their deity and channels guidance, which adds a d4 to the skill check. Then the bard speaks up, giving words of inspiration. The ranger drapes the party and rogue in a veil of shadow and silence, adding pass without a trace to the mix. Now the rogue has a d4 plus a d8 plus 11 plus 10 to their stealth for a maximum of 33. Now we can't forget the d20. So in the end, it's still going to come down to chance. But because of the agency that we've given the PCs and the choices that the PCs have now made, the chance of success went from nearly impossible to extremely likely. This leads to a feeling of accomplishment that wouldn't have been present previously. So go and set your DCs no matter how hard they may be. What do you guys think? I want to hear from Phil first.
Yeah, anything that'll give the players something to think about, a challenge to try and get past, rather than just roll I miss, roll I succeed. Make it's a puzzle in itself.
For sure.
And I think that's great. Anything that makes people think outside of the box. Sort of reminds me of what we did with the Big B's book. I think you guys covered that too.
Yeah, we did. I love that book.
Yeah. It's the same sort of thinking, just thinking outside of the box, which really makes the game go to that next level.
Yes.
And once again, in chat, one of the players says, just because the rogue has a plus 10 in stealth doesn't mean the enemy can't have a plus 12 perception. The rogue rolls a nat 20, the enemy rolls a 19, enemy wins by 1.
Yeah. Still, a nat 20 goes back to anybody can get the nat 20, right? And if you're going to create it as an automatic success, it doesn't matter who rolls it, which is why we are encouraging you to set a DC no matter how ridiculous you want it to be.
Yeah.
Brandon, do you have anything to add?
This is a massive debate on TikTok.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, it is. And per rules, that's how I see it. A nat 20 doesn't mean all success.
No.
It's just the way it is.
So, so the question is you guys going to allow nat 20 successes in your games?
When it comes to attacks.
And that's it.
Nice answers.
Tax only. Yep.
All right, that'll do it for our Dungeon Master tip. No nat 20 auto success. Set a DC.